afternoon, boys and girls. Today is Friday, September 11th, and today, this afternoon, we are going to read our final read-through of one word at a time. You guys have read it this week with some of the other teachers. Today is going to be our last day reading it, and before we get started, we're going to review our vocabulary words. So, peek. Go ahead and show me. Can you peek through your fingers? Peek. English. English is a language that all of our teachers teach you in English. And imitate. Imitate means to copy or do the same thing that somebody else does. Imitate. Good job. So remember that when we are reading, you should be sitting nicely, right? You should be reading with your looking eyes, reading with your listening ears, and you should have a quiet voice on so that your friends or whoever is sitting with you, they can enjoy the story with you, okay? So let's get started. One word at a time. On her first day of school, Marita's mother said, "Maria Teresa, quiero que hagas lo que diga Miss Allen." That's Spanish for, "Maria Teresa, I want you to do whatever Miss Allen says." Look at Maria's face. She looks nervous. Why do you think Maria is nervous on her first day of school? Maybe because it is her first day of school. Maybe because she speaks Spanish. And maybe what if her teacher doesn't speak Spanish? Like some of you are coming to school and you speak Spanish and you understand Spanish, but Miss Hoffman, Miss Bobby, Miss Sandra, all of the other teachers, not all of us speak Spanish. Ms. Rico does, right? But we have to teach in English. So Marita said, "Sí, Mommy." In English, that means, "Yes, Mommy." And Marita went to her classroom. "Farbe, darble, gargle, barble," Miss Allen said. It was gibberish. Marita peeked to the left and she peeked to the right, and she saw all the children sitting with their legs crossed and their hands in their laps. So Marita imitated them. Why did the words sound like gibberish to Marita? That's right, because the teacher, Miss Allen, is speaking English. Does Marita understand English yet? Not yet. She's still learning. So, all of the words sounded really unfamiliar, like she didn't know what they were saying, right? And so she peeked, right? She looked to see what her classmates or her peers were doing, and then she imitated them. She did exactly what they were doing because they were following their English directions from their teacher. After the class sang a song together, Miss Allen opened a binder. In the binder were some pictures, and the pictures were of a table and a chair. Miss Allen tapped the first picture with her finger and said, "Table." Miss Allen tapped the second picture with her finger and said, "Chair." Table, chair. Marita tapped the first picture with her finger and said, "Table." Marita tapped the second picture with her finger and said, "Chair." The table and chair looked just like the ones in her classroom. That probably was helpful. Farble, darble, chair, garble, barble, table, Miss Allen said. Marita peeked to the left and peeked to the right, and she saw all the children pulling chairs up to the table to eat their snacks. So Marita imitated them. Again, why do you think Marita imitates her classmates? That's right, she imitates them or does what they do because she realizes that they understand what Miss Allen is saying in English. On the door there was a sign. On the sign there were some pictures, and the pictures were of classroom rules. Miss Allen tap-tapped the first rule and said, "Line up." Tap-tap, sit down. Tap-tap, clean up. The pictures on the sign were helpful to Marita so that she knew what to do. What do you think Miss Allen is trying to tell Marita to do? Let's see. So Marita tap-tapped the rules with her finger and said, "Line up, sit down, clean up." Marita carefully inspected what the children in the pictures were doing. The children looked just like the ones in her classroom. So think about what are some rules that we have in our classroom. I know it looks a little bit different because we're on the computer and not in the classroom, but do we have to sit down while we're learning while we're on the computer? And do you have to clean up while you're at home? You do. And we're going to have similar rules to Marita's classroom when you guys get back into our school building. Clean up, farble, table, garble, barble, chair, and line up, Miss Allen said. Marita peeked to the left and peeked to the right, and she saw all the children cleaning up their tables, pushing in their chairs, and lining up with a hand on their hips and a finger on their lips. So Marita imitated them. On the wall there was a poster. On the poster there were pictures, and the pictures were of classroom centers. Miss Allen tap-tapped the first picture and said, "Paint." Tap-tap, paintbrush. Tap-tap, then Miss Allen tap-tapped the second picture. Read, tap-tap, book. Tap-tap. So Miss Allen is explaining the poster to Marita. So Marita tap-tapped the pictures with her finger and said, "Paint, paintbrush, read, book." Marita carefully inspected the poster in the pictures of centers. The centers looked just like the ones in her classroom. Why was Marita inspecting the poster? That's right. She was trying to figure out what was going on in each center. Maybe different materials that she would use, maybe where it was in the classroom, or maybe which one she would like to join. What do you think some of your favorite centers would be in our classroom? Would you like to paint in art? Would you like to read a book in library? Or would you like to explore in the science center? Which center would you like to go to? Sit down, garble table, and read a book. Or sit down, garble table, and paint with paintbrushes, Miss Allen said. Marita peeked to the left and peeked to the right, and she saw the children opting for a center, reading books at a table or painting with paintbrushes at the easel. So Marita imitated them. Right? She peeked and she looked to decide what she was going to do. At the end of the day, Marita's teacher said, Maria Teresa, estoy tan orgullosa de ti. That's Spanish for, Maria Teresa, I am so proud of you. So Marita said, gracias, Mommy. In English, that means thank you, Mommy. And they went home. I apologize for my poor Spanish speaking. But let's look at Marita's face. How is she feeling at the end of her day at school? She looks happy and excited. That's right. Soon, Miss Allen will give a direction and Marita will understand it the first time. Marita won't need to peek to the left or peek to the right. She will know exactly what to do. Marita is learning English one word at a time. The end. So the whole day at school, Marita was doing her best, right? She was trying really hard to learn new language and follow directions. When she wasn't sure what to do, what did Marita do? That's right, she peeked to the left and peeked to the right and then did what her classmates were doing or imitated them. Say, imitate. Good job. Think about what are some things that you can do if you don't understand something in our classroom. You can think about if you don't understand something online when we're virtually learning, or some things that you may need to think about or understand better in our classroom. What should we do? That's right, you can raise your hand and ask for help. You can use the help signal, help, and say, help me please. Or you can ask a classmate when you're in class, right? When you're in the school building, you can probably ask a friend who sits next to you for some help. I hope you guys enjoyed reading our story one word at a time. And I hope that even if you speak Spanish, if you speak English, however you are learning, I hope that you guys all try your very best every day. And I hope that you know that you can ask your teachers or your friends for some help. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.